Hi guys, welcome to the Seating Health Check video. Health check video is basically my main concept in which I do a SWOT analysis for the exams. Fine. In this video, I'm going to talk about the SNAP exam because of the fact that SNAP is one of the main exam which will come after CAT. Fine. So in this video, I want you to keep your pen and paper ready with you. I'm going to give you all the important areas which you have to work on in SNAP exam. Fine. I've been an engineer, so I've been doing this all my life. So same thing I am recommending to you as well, that I have passed all my engineering exams by doing last year papers. Fine. So same thing I am recommending to you as well, that we are going to do. I'm going to give you the last few years paper analysis, that what are the important questions which are coming. So you can't afford to lose all those questions. Fine. So if you are working on other things as well, great, please do that, but don't miss on these topics. Yeah. So please keep your pen and paper with you. So I'll start with the logic section first, because logic is a main area. In fact, in the paper also I want to start with logic section, because every question of logic is 2 marks. Look at the time you're going to spend on doing a analogy question. Fine, if I enlarge this thing, time you're going to spend on the analogy question or deduction or series as compared to quant, it's going to be half or even 1/3. Fine, and marks is double. Alright, so total is 30 questions, total 60 mark paper is on these two areas. Cutoff is going to be around 110. Out of them, almost half of the cutoff will be taken care by the logic section. And logic section of SNAP is always easy. So where here I've done is I've taken up last 3 years SNAP papers and given you the number of questions. Puzzles, for example, out of your total questions of 30 in logic section, 10 are going to be puzzles. So 10, 12, 13. So they're going to be around 12 question puzzle. If you assume 4 questions per set, so there are going to be 3 sets of puzzle which you have to do. Fine, that is your main area. Fine, if you're already good at, so now here I want you to mark how many marks you would score if you have taken that move. If I give you 12 questions, how many you can do? 12 by 12, 10 out of 12, whatever. And here you have to mark whether it's a strength or weak. Trust me, once you fill this chart, now you will immediately find out what are your strong areas. Fine. So please make your own list. So quant, for example, quant based reasoning, fine, that's available in our seating book. So if you give an example, for example, 13 people are sitting in a row. So Ram is sitting third to the left of Sham, and Sham is sitting fifth in the something. So kind of a number based logic. Again, important question. Critical reasoning, not very important, 2 to 3 questions. Non-verbal reasoning or visual reasoning is coming in this exam for 2-3 marks. Deductions series, if I just enlarge this thing, deduction series, fine. So please take a note of all these things. Alright, and where you stand in this area, that is more important, trust me. So that by the end of this half an hour exercise, you will come to know where you stand and how much improvement we need. Alright, moving to the quant section. Quant section, again, DIDS is, again there will be some questions. So 5 questions on DIDS, data sufficiency, sorry. DI, again 5 questions. One thing which is coming every year is a pie chart. In fact, last 2 years the same kind of pie chart is coming every year. So please go through that. Find line graph or line graph. Fine. So DI, again some question on DI out of the total 40 questions which will be there. Fine. Followed by numbers, percentages, time and work. Time and work is a very important area for this. You will see 3 questions on time and work. Fine. If you have joined CCAT, I want you to see the shortcut videos which I have loaded for time and work, because it's a very effective method to get all those questions right within 1 minute. Yep. So simple equations, tables, again permutation, combination, probability, again very important. 5 questions together. Same goes for the CET as well. 5 questions will be there. Mixed irrigations, time and distance. Mixed irrigation, again, sorry, AMA averages and mixed irrigations. Now averages and mixture, again very important topic. Fine. So if I talk about in general, in the quant section, your main area is arithmetic. Fine. Geometry is not very common here, because SNAP is the only B school which exam which prefer non-engineers as well. That's why there is extra mark for logic. That's why there is less of the hardcore quant, functions, graphs, geometry, all these things are less. Fine. So main target is you do DI and arithmetic. These are the 2 main areas, followed by your numbers and equations. Yep. If you have joined CCAT, there are the shortcut videos available online. Fine. Please cover up that. If you have time for join the workshops as well, the workshops also you can join, which is happening in Mumbai and Pune as of now. Fine. Material for that, if you have joined CET King, Orange Books, 20 questions from each chapter of Orange Book is more than sufficient. And clocks and calendar, you will see everything in your exam. Unlike CAT, which is focused on 3-4 main areas like numbers, equations, geometry, and function graphs. This is all you need to know in CAT. But here you will expect everything and anything. Yeah. Same for your verbal as well. RC 19-20 questions, which was there earlier. Now suddenly RC have reduced from last few years. Fine, one it was there. Now only 6 questions are coming on an average, 4 to 6 questions on an average on RC. And RC size have reduced to small, short RC, squat RCs. Yep. So that is a new change which I've done in the last few years. So there is no RC. That's a good news. So I mean these 40 questions will be a cakewalk. Yep. Antonyms, synonyms. So main thing is your vocab. Fill in the blanks, which is a part of the vocab. Grammar. That is the area to work on. Alright, so please pause again and look at these main areas and try to identify where you stand in these areas. Yep. Moving to the last part, GK. Again, sorry, for the books point of view, from CET King, squat RCs, 20 questions, first 20 questions must do. Fill in the blanks, grammar, vocab. The fourth thing from the CET King Orange Books is more than sufficient. Fine. LR is important, so LR 30 questions each from CET King, every chapter of LR. Now if you have not taken any other exam, if you have taken CAT and directly moving on to this exam, you will feel the difference in the logic section. Logic section is not at all same as CAT, because CAT only contains puzzles. Here you will expect everything in the world. And trust me, the maximum time you are going to waste is understanding what you have to do. Question will be easy. I'm not saying question is tough, but understanding what to do and what not to do will waste your time. Fine. So if you have joined CET King book, if you have got CET King books, they'll help you out to identify. So do 30 questions on each chapter is more than sufficient. Alright, moving to the last area, GK. Now this is the important area to note one thing, that last year CET King students highest marks in GK was around 6.5. Yep. There were more students as well. They were abnormal. Obviously there will be some people who are abnormally large. There was one student who did 29 right out of 40 questions. I'm not talking about the outliers. Yeah, in general that's a good score in GK section. The lowest score in GK was 1.25. Yep. So what I'm trying to say here is, okay, if I compare these two things, the gap is only 5 marks. Or in other words, on an average, every student will have a 5 marks gap if you are good in GK or you are bad in GK. Yep. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you are able to do logic well, just 3 questions extra right in logic will get you at par with that. So don't worry about your GK section. Yep. So I mean GK section is not important, because the gap is going to be very less between your score if you are good and someone else score who is bad. Yep. But on the other hand, if I look at average time taken to solve a GK question is 15 seconds. Look at the time you're going to spend on your DI and this thing. By the time you just read DI ka table, that there's a table and all, you will be done with the GK question. So GK question is something which will give you speed. Fine. So you have to do GK. Trust me, I've told you it's not important. Now I'm backtracking on my words and telling you that if you want to score high, you have to work on GK. Fine. Same goes for IFT, same goes for ZAT, because all these exams contain GK. Again, cutoff for example, if I take ZAT GK cutoff is very low, only 4 marks. Yeah, 4 out of 40. That's a cutoff. 10% marks you're getting. But this is a scoring area. ZAT ka math section, if you open up math question, math cutoff is only 10 out of 40. 10 out of 30, sorry. Yeah, 10 to 12 marks. So I mean people are not even able to score 10 questions right in maths. But if you are done with your GK, you can do anything. And trust me, you can improve that. And now people will say, if you join any coaching institute, they'll say GK can't be improved. Or read a Manorama yearbook for GK. Manorama yearbook is like a dictionary. It's like recommending dictionary to your friends to doing vocab. That's the most stupid idea you can ever give to a friend. Yeah, because too big. Look at the size of the book. Everyone will buy that book on recommended because recommended by someone. Fine. Anyone who is recommending you that book, उससे बात पूछो कि यार तुमने पढ़ा था क्या? Have you studied that book that you are recommending me that book? Yep. So it's all nonsense. So don't worry about that. If you joined CET King GK Prepathan, it's a 40 days, 40 sessions program online. Fine, which ideally should have been started 40 days before your exam. But now, even if you're covering 4 sessions a day, is more than sufficient. For example, one session is on your books and authors, one session is on Nobel Prizes, one session is on the awards, one session on the personalities. So 40 sessions are more than sufficient to crack any exam, in fact, not only SNAP exam. Fine. Second is GK Marathon Handbook. There's a handbook available online on GK Marathon. This is all for the paid student, by the way. Fine. So GK Marathon Handbook online, that again contain around 15-16 modules. I don't remember how many more modules are there. Fine. They contain all the commonly repeated questions across all the exams, CMAT, banking, PO, which are commonly repeated everywhere. And third is the current affairs. These three things that's available online. Fine. First complete them. Trust me, you won't be able to complete these things. If you have done with these things, then you can go to the CET King books as well. We have given you, in your book also, we have given you static GK. Yeah. We can't give you current affairs in the GK because GK changes every month. All your PM, CM changes almost every month. Yeah. So books contain the static GK. So study static GK from there if you have time after these things. But these are your must do. They contain static GK, they contain current affairs, they contain everything you need to know. Alright, so these three things if you are doing, I promise you 10 marks. Fine. Or you look at my wall as well. Same happened in IFT as well. Around 6 to 8 questions were coming from the CET King books. CET King GK, online GK material. Fine. Same thing is going to happen here as well. So that is more than sufficient for your exam. Alright, so that's what I wanted to work on. So please make your own list of type of these questions. That's what the objective of this health check video. Alright, so if you want to join us, you can join us. Please call us on 9820500380, or you can see more details on cetking.com. Fine, all the best and be prepared. Remember one thing, that no one I mean no one have prepared SNAP seriously. Fine, including you. So don't worry, last 10 days or last 2 weeks or last 1 month is more than sufficient for the exam. Alright, all the best.